Hello, everybody, and welcome to season 2 of your favorite podcast, The Slumber Party.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. Welcome back. We have new digs, new setup.
Yes.
We have more space. We're looking a little bit more put together. And we've revamped our entire show in the best way possible.
For sure. We got new mics?
Got new mics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we kind of studied what you guys liked and didn't like and catered it to you, darling.
For sure.
For sure. How are you doing, Kat?
I'm okay.
What's changed for you since we last did an episode?
I'm going to tell you when we get into light as a feather, silver support.
Oh, guys, things have changed. I mean, it's been
kind of the same thing for me.
It's been what, like 2 months, right?
Less than that.
Less than that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to jump on in. Yeah. We have our little
We're
slumber partied out.
Mine's right Powerpuff Girls. This is Blossom.
We love Blossom.
I'm really like a Bubbles girly.
I could see that though.
And
I'm Buttercup
and
for
she's
sure.
A Buttercup girly.
Love our girl Buttercup.
But Blossom's here today.
And we can use the Blossom energy.
Why not?
All right, let's jump right in.
Okay.
With light as a feather, stiff as a board. Yeah. Kat, take it away.
Okay, well, both of mine, same thing. All right. Got my teeth whitened. Okay. Hi. You know what I mean?
Look at that.
Okay. Here's the thing. No one told me death comes with teeth whitening. I was not aware. Let me tell you something. You do like 3 rounds of the whitening. It can feel a little bit tingly, okay, whatever. But then you go home. And then you die. You die a little bit.
What do you mean?
I felt like I was being tased.
No.
Oh, yeah. Some people said the pain lasted them between 24 to 48 hours. No, thank you. The pain did last about 15 hours of me just screaming. Caleb was like, do you want to go to the hospital? I was like, I want to go 6 feet underground. Okay. That's where I want to go.
What do they do to make your teeth hurt? Like, what is it? A vibration? Is it like a laser?
It's just like sensitive. And then these things happen that they call like zingers. And they're like, oh, you might feel like a zing. And it's like a shock.
Oh, no.
It's a gunshot in my, that's how it feels. Also, it also kind of felt like someone took like a very, very, very thin needle and was just sewing my mouth for 15 hours straight. I don't think you understand.
Put me under.
I don't think you understand. The doctor gave me like a ton of ibuprofen. Yeah, I took all of them and then I added Tylenol on top of that. I was putting Sensodyne, Oragel. There was nothing that was working. I got to a point where I could
just feel how that feels.
I started praying to Archangel Raphael to help me through the pain. And then I was like, let me call on the god Apollo because he also, 2 of you need to work together and heal this shit for me. 15 fucking hours. And let me tell you something. My teeth could be as black as this motherfucking mic. I'm never doing that shit again. I'm never doing that shit. I'm not doing it again.
That's crazy.
There's no way. I died. I'm not even here right now. Look.
What kind of chemicals do they put on your teeth?
I have no idea. The other thing is, I will say, I don't have any enamel because all throughout high school, I did wear a lot of Crest White strips. So.
Oh, Crest White strips take away your enamel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know because I was about to suggest them. Like, why don't just do the Crest White strips?
I did it a lot. I lived in it.
Oh, no.
My teeth, you know that episode of Friends with Ross?
He gets a spray tan and he looks like he's just walking teeth.
Like, that was me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, that was a vibe. That was a vibe.
You know what I mean?
That was a vibe.
It was a time. So stiff as a board for sure. Light as a feather because now my teeth are white. So that's nice.
And they look great.
Thanks.
They do.
Thanks.
They look good.
But.
Okay, well, now I know for my wedding. Because I'm like, I was going to get my teeth whitened.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying nobody warned me prior to. So I was not aware.
Heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I would think that it would just be like a facial for your teeth. That I didn't think it would hurt. Why would it hurt?
It hurts after.
Oh, that's so mean.
The fact that for some people it hurt for like 2 days straight, I'm like, no. I couldn't drink or eat, inshallah, I lost maybe like a pound or 2, but I doubt it. It's like, yeah, what a time.
What a time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I love those. Well, and sometimes beauty is pain, sister. Okay. If there's one thing that the patriarchy has told us, it is that women, in order to be beautiful, you must be suffering.
For sure. You should just suffer in general because you're a woman. Yeah. It's a requirement.
Yeah.
Totes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. Light as a feather, stiff as a board for me.
Ready.
I'm going to start with my stiff as a board.
Okay.
Let me say this very clearly. I don't know what the hell is happening in this city right now.
Oh.
I don't know what the hell has turned the vibes, flipped it, switched it, clicked it, fucked it. I don't know. Don't like it. The fact that I cannot find a coffee shop that allows me to work on my laptop that has Wi-Fi without me turning into Forrest Gump and running into a whole new neighborhood actually makes me want to throw myself into oncoming traffic. When I tell you, I had to take 3 city bikes one day, going up and down a couple of neighborhoods I was on the Upper East Side. I was working like a little side gig. And then I was like, all right, I have my laptop with me. I have to go do some work. I walk into a coffee shop. Either number one, there's no seats because they're the only coffee shop in the area that has Wi-Fi and you're allowed to work on your laptop. Right. Or you walk in and they're like, oh, no laptops. I'm sorry. Okay, I go to another place. The coffee sucks. The place is tight. Everything's uncomfortable. My ass was going numb on their hard wooden chairs, which I touched on season 1. Yeah. Death to minimalism. Give me cushions.
Word.
What are we doing?
Word.
Like, coffee shops in New York used to look like the one in Friends. There used to be couches. I still love to go to the Chipped Cup on 147th Street, but I don't live in that neighborhood anymore, and I wasn't in that neighborhood on that day. Where were the couches? Where were the cushions? I was pissed off. I traveled all up and down. Whatever, I give it a day. Mm-hmm. Another day, I'm at my own apartment. I'm like, okay, let me go to one of my favorite Italian coffee shops in the neighborhood. I love it there. Everyone's speaking the language. They have my grandmother's cookies I grew up making. I'm like, great, this is my spot. I'm ready to go in there. I walk in there. I see these little signs. On the tables, and it says, no laptops or tablets allowed on the weekends. It was a weekday. So I asked her, I said, hey, it's only for the weekends, right? She goes, yeah. I go, great. I order myself a cappuccino. I sit down with my beautiful cappuccino. Mm-hmm. I'm so excited to dive in. I open up my laptop. I'm looking like a Fortune 500 creator. In another 20 years, I'm like, oh my God, my business is going to be in Forbes. Definitely. I sit down. I go to put in the Wi-Fi. I'm like, oh, I don't know the Wi-Fi. Let me ask her the Wi-Fi. I ask her, I'm like, excuse me, can I have the Wi-Fi? She goes, oh, we don't have any. Mother of God. Why would you tell me I could work on my laptop if you don't have Wi-Fi?
In 2025, we don't have Wi-Fi?
But I'm like, you know what I'm here to do, girl. And I guess they thought I would use a hotspot. I don't have a hotspot on my phone. I don't know why. I didn't add it in my plan for some reason. Whatever. I'm livid. I'm pissed. Bring back cozy cafes with cushions and Wi-Fi. Let me work in a comfortable space. And if people are like, oh, well, you could stay at home. I know, but that's the point. I need to go out and socialize with people.
Right. Well, being on your laptop isn't exactly socializing.
I know, but I like to be around others and like look at people when they don't know.
Okay. When they don't know.
I like to watch others. Mm-hmm. I like to be around the energy. It's like sometimes like I'll go out to a bar just alone. And if people come up to talk to me, I'm like, get away. I just want to feel the energy.
I get that.
I just want to refuel my battery while be what's the word? Not a window. You know when you go shopping and you're window shopping.
Yeah.
When you're, what's the word?
Window shopper.
Of people? That sounds a little sadistic.
A people watcher.
People watcher. Yeah. I just like to people watch. It makes me feel good inside. That's my stiff as a board.
Oh, sorry. Babe.
My light as a feather.
Yes.
My light as a feather.
Okay.
Is that it's pumpkin spice season, baby. All right. Let me tell you something.
Very, 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 very white girl of you.
I was going to say, listen, everybody says white girls have no culture. What is this then? What is pumpkin spice? What is pumpkin spice? Okay. Well, there's nothing whiter than pumpkin spice. You know how I know? Everyone, today is Columbus Day, right? We don't necessarily celebrate him, but there's nothing whiter than pumpkin spice, according to these colonizers. They went all over the globe stealing spices.
But then they don't use them.
pumpkin spice is the season that they use them. They went crazy for cloves. I don't know what to tell you.
We love a clove.
We do love a clove. We don't like what people did to get the cloves, but
Right.
pumpkin spice season, I'm a full white girl right now.
Okay.
Full white. I made pumpkin bread. Who the fuck does that?
I love that for you.
I did that.
Did you bring the pumpkin bread?
I forgot it. I did forget.
Okay. All right. Well,
I did forget. But I can make more.
Okay.
I made it from scratch. I made my own pumpkin puree.
Look at you.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh.
Trad wife, I think not.
Nara Smith would be so proud.
Thank you. Thank you, Nara Smith. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
As we're talking about pumpkin spice, Halloween is upon us.
It's approaching. Yeah.
And I thought, every year, everybody, I feel like a lot of people, once you get a little older, you're out of like your teenage years, your early 20s.
I don't know what that's like. I've always been in my early 20s.
Right. Of course. Yes. Yeah. But we start to slip away from the excitement of Halloween. And I feel like I'm somebody where like I've slipped away from it because I'm like, where's the spookiness? Where's the scariness?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I used to have like a costume for every single day of the weekend.
That's intense.
God forbid Halloween fell on a freaking Saturday.
I like that a lot.
Oh, I would have an outfit Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
My type of carrying on.
Oh yeah. We have a whole concept every day. But that's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
I've slacked. Yeah. I think a lot of us, we start to slack a little bit. So here are some of my suggestions for some of the spookiest, scariest Halloween costumes that I do believe.
Very, very scary.
Very scary that I do think would be of use if you want to spook and scare people.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Begin.
A hey girl DM from somebody letting you know that they found your significant other on a dating app. When they're like, hey girl, just to let you know, woman to woman, is this your man?
Woman to woman.
Woman to woman.
I'm coming to you as a
I'm coming. If you see the early words before you can see the whole message on your Insta DMs, like, hey girl, I just wanted to let you know, woman to woman, I'm coming to you as a woman. And like as a woman, as women, we should always be looking out for other women. You know what I mean? Like as women.
I also just want to say, as a girl who's had boyfriends and a husband, I promise you, his wife already knows.
This is true.
Or the girl already knows. I also promise you, 9 times out of 10, they ain't fucking leaving.
It's got to be really bad for them to leave too. They do leave, but it's got to be like horrific.
Yeah.
But
a lot of times, like if they have kids and stuff, that leaving process it's either like a no, or it's like
they gotta work on it. Yeah, because if you have kids,
right? They met him like that. He was like that. He was like that wedding night. Like
heavy on that they met him like that.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah. See, spooky, scary. We're scared already.
Exactly.
Scared already.
Don't send me no fucking DM. First of all, if it happens,
come to my house.
If it happens, I'm gonna know it happens before he even does it.
This is true.
I'm gonna know he's thinking about it before it's even a thought for him.
It's going to be in the back of his mind, and as it travels towards his frontal lobe, that's when it'll be transmitted. Oh, it's coming.
Caleb fully thinks I know like everything he's going to do before he does it. I'm like, yes, be very afraid.
And that's exactly how it should be.
You know what I mean?
My next...
Keep them on their toes.
Yeah. Keep them on the toes. Spooky, scary.
My toes is what's scary right now. I need to hide them.
Oh my God, that's why I have ugly ass socks on right now.
Those are actually really cute. Okay, but go ahead.
These are my dad's. Okay, so my second spooky, scary costume is a jury duty envelope.
Ooh.
No one likes to get those.
Ooh.
Scary.
No.
Scary.
No. Hate.
You know how my dad is messed up? My dad likes jury duty. Psychotic.
No.
That's psychotic.
What? Dad, what are we doing?
I know.
No.
He's like, I like the process. I'm like, wow.
No.
Wow. Spoken like a true white man. All right. Okay, so sorry, Dad. So my next one is a creepy Uber driver. Nothing worse than when you
Oh God.
Oh, dress up like a creepy Uber driver with a little ear. They always have their own earpiece. They're always having their own conversation. And you're like, oh, what? Did you say something? And then when they do talk to you, they're like mad you didn't reply.
I know.
They always got the Bluetooth ear.
Like, first of all, you've talked to 4 separate people in the past 10 minutes.
Yeah, they're talking to their whole family.
How am I supposed to know?
And then they say something about, oh, you look really beautiful today. I'm like, God, now he knows where I live.
Oh, do you know how many times I have pretended to be lost on this block?
Oh.
When I get dropped off, I'm like, what's the number again? This one doesn't look right.
I've never seen this building before.
Or like I've like faked, like called, like I call my mom all the time. I'm like, hey, I'm outside. Which house is it again? Yeah, every fucking time.
Oh, is the dog there?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, listen.
I've answered the door to get food. Been like, keep the dog back. Everybody relax. Don't worry, I got it. Meanwhile, it's just me in the house.
Sometimes I just bark like a dog, and that really starts to throw them off. It's a good time.
Oh.
They're just like, well, hey, sometimes you just got to act weird. Jenna Marbles said it 10 years ago. You just got to out-weird them.
I made a video on this years ago saying, like, if a guy is creepy, you need to be fucking creepier.
Yes, you need to be weirder. You need to weird them out harder.
Yeah, like I'm talking like he came up to you and you don't want to talk to him. You act excited.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh my God, you're exactly what I need for my sacrifice tonight. Oh my God.
I was looking, my spell called for this.
Exactly. I mean,
did you know that you were brought to me right now? Start freaking them out.
The best is like pretend you had a fucking dream about them.
Oh,
right?
They love that.
Oh my,
they love when they're like a dream, and then you start going deeper, and they're like,
yeah. Oh. Start talking about your wedding plans with them. Like, oh my God, my dad is gonna love you. My dad is dead, so I can't wait to add that into the conversation. You know, we'll talk to him during our seance at the wedding. It's going to be amazing. I do need your pinky, though. I do need your pinky.
Just the tip.
Like,
just the tip.
like you'll totally be fine.
Yeah. I love watching those videos of like, you know, when you have to out crackhead a crackhead. There'll be like some crazy person on the street and they're like screaming and yelling things and professing their love for some like God or telling people to repent or whatever. And then there's this video of this guy going like, yeah, you tell him, Papa. And the guy like snaps out of his like crazy for a second. He's like, oh, like looking at the guy like, who is this guy yelling at me? That's so insane. Like sometimes you just got to out crazy. They're crazy.
Excuse me. My favorite one to do, and I've done this many a time. I'm actually a fucking pro at this one, is when I really don't want to talk to them and they come up to me and I'm like, oh my God, you can see me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You can see me?
Yeah. Because I've been dead for like 45 years. So this is actually so amazing that you can see me.
Oh my God. That's good. That's good.
Thank you.
That's good. My next scary, spooky costume would be a joke because nobody can take them anymore. Nobody can take jokes. It'll scare people left and right.
You know what's
Part
so
the people
funny?
like the Red Sea.
The boomers are like, oh, they're so sensitive, but they're the sensitive ones.
Oh my God. I can't even talk to my mom and make a joke about boomers without her being like, okay. And your generation. Okay. I'm like, Mom, relax.
My mom didn't know she was a boomer because we've been shit talking boomers. And she's like, yeah, these boomers. And I'm like, baby girl.
The call is coming from inside your home.
She's like, yeah, but like the other people in my generation, I'm like, a good 40% of the time, that is also you.
Oh my God.
I will say, 60% of the time, she's giving Gen X.
Right, yeah. And she's a cool mom.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I love that for her. But, she has her moments.
My mom, I feel like my mom has aspects of that where like my mom is
like
low-key.
My mom
is like low-key a little hippie-like. Like if she wasn't born
a little hippie-like.
Like if she wasn't born within the confines of her own culture and like societal bounds, like my mom would 1000% be more hippie-like. And her sister, oh my God, my godmother. Oh my God.
I met her.
My godmother plays it off cool. She will hit she'll do the meridian taps on me, right? What she has her crystals.
Yeah.
Catholic as hell, but does her crystal. I'm like, you are elevated,
You know
Aunt
what I mean?
Eleanor.
A goddess.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting to find a man for her. And I would never tell women to rely on a man or find a man, but she's somebody who she needs a companion. She's 60. She's in her 60s. She wants a companion.
I feel that way about my mom. My mom is so oh, fuck these men. I'm like, I know, but I just want someone to spoil you.
Yes, that's how I feel. I'm like, you've gone through so much and you're such a delightful woman.
Yeah.
And you're so strong. I'm like, I want you to have that. This isn't the end,
Exactly.
So yeah, taking a joke is definitely up there. For instance, I posted something today or yesterday. I posted something yesterday. I said, politics and policy aside. I don't. One thing, I can appreciate the one-liners that come out of the crazy Curtis Lewa's mouth. And people were like, well, I can't. I was like, can I have one lighthearted thing, please?
Can I just say,
if anybody who doesn't know who Curtis Lewa is, he's run for New York City mayor 5,000 times.
He sure has. When they say 60% of Americans are illiterate, and a lot of you think that just means people who just can't read and write. No, it's you motherfuckers with no comprehension skills. That's included in being illiterate. So if I say I like apples and you come back with you hate oranges, you're illiterate.
Yeah.
You're illiterate.
The internet is insane with this. And I was like, guys, I'm just making a funny I'm sorry. When not Curtis Lewa, not voting for a guy, whatever, right? But when he said Andrew Cuomo is a creep, he's grabbing fannies and killing grannies, you're going to tell me.
A poet.
You're going to tell me that's not the funniest thing you've heard. And I was dying laughing. I was like, I can't believe they put this on the television. I can't believe that's insane. Yeah. But yeah, nobody can take a joke. It's a spooky, scary thing.
Yep.
Spooky, scary thing.
Yeah.
My next Halloween costume.
Okay.
A time hop post. When Time Hop pops up on your Facebook and brings back stuff from 10 years ago.
I don't want to say that.
Don't ever show me that shit again.
I don't want to see
Can we have a funeral for Time Hop, actually?
I don't want to see me last year, much less 10 years ago. I don't know that girl.
Right. They're showing me and the worst part is if they show that Time Hop, I'm like, are you alerting the other person as well?
Oh,
don't connect me with them.
And then it's always people you don't talk to.
Right.
Or you fucking hate. And it's like, oh, God.
Showing me pictures of my exes, put it away.
I don't want to see these people.
Burn it, Time Hop. Horrible. Okay. That's a scary, scary Halloween costume.
For sure.
And my last one, which was probably the grossest, legitimately the grossest.
I'm nervous.
But the scariest.
Okay.
If you are going for the gruesome type. Tampon on the last day.
Oh, with the barbecue sauce?
The barbecue sauce tampon on the last day. And those conclude my Halloween costume suggestions.
Oh my God.
That's a bad one.
Honestly, you could just be barbecue sauce and you would be a tampon on the last day.
Yeah.
So disgusting.
Yeah. So if you need any funky, spunky Halloween costumes, I hope that helps.
Yeah. Helped me.
All right.
Okay.
Are we ready for our next segment, Kat?
Yes. Okay. Welcome to Pillow Talk.
Welcome to Pillow Talk.
Yes, girls. Okay. Today on Pillow Talk, we're talking about
the pressure to have everything together by age 30.
Yes. As someone who is 21 and has been 25, those are two different ages, but I've been those ages for quite some time. I can tell you I feel very, very pressured. I feel very pressured. So, yeah.
You feel very pressured. Do you want to give any more insight?
Well, okay, because you're 29.
I'm 29.
Okay. And you feel pressure to have it all together by 30?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say that I have felt pressured to have everything together by 30 probably since I was 13.
Yeah.
The way that people talked about women reaching 30, and I never heard the same thing for men. It was always women. But the way that they talked about it, especially being a creative and having aspirations of being in the arts and a performer and a singer,
yeah,
all of the girls that I was looking up to all started their careers by like age 6, age 7.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this before. Where like Britney and Christina and Dakota Fanning and all these people get their start so young. They're in these things so young. And it would make me like mad at my parents because I'm like, I need to have all of this success by this time, by I'm 20, by I'm da-da. And even when I was 20, living in an apartment with 5 people and living with another artist and creative who was very mentally ill and kind of in a ways it influenced me in a lot of negative ways. Like this feeling of I'm not doing enough or I'm not doing it the right way or whatever. There's so much pressure to have it together by 30, especially because I'm getting married, especially because I want kids, especially because my fiance is older than me. It makes me feel like, how the hell am I going to have kids and have a career if my career is not already there? I need to be there first before I can have kids. And I'm like, it makes me feel like, will I ever be done with the chase? And now I'm feeling this pressure of, did I do enough in my 20s? And I look back and I'm like, girl, you were a psycho. I've been a psycho for the last 10 years. I've been doing psychotic things. I am a psychotic human being. But then I am. But then everybody that I talk to, I'm also the youngest out of all of my friends.
Yeah.
Well, I've always been this way.
You hang out with all of us geriatrics, but you know.
This is not to come off in a rude way or anything. I felt like I couldn't get along with kids my age because I was always looking towards the future. And I felt like a lot of kids my age that I was hanging out with at the time or whatever were just kind of like getting through the next day. And I'm like, I'm thinking about 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and everything I'm doing is based on that. And everybody that I know that is in their 30s, has been in their 30s, always tells me like, your 30s are so much better. Everyone says like your 30s are so much better. And it makes me excited, but I still am like, are they just saying that? I'm so nervous. Like there's so much pressure to have it together and me feeling like, that's why I don't like telling people my age, you know, like 29, I'm like 29. Like I thought I would be where I wanted to be at 24.
I don't
and
tell people my
COVID took
age
2 years
people
off.
get weird. Like it's like the second they know how old you are, they start like
pigeonholing you.
Yeah, or like doing math in their head. It's very strange to me. So I'm like, I just rather you not know. So I'm 25. Even when I'm 55 and I look 75, I'm gonna be like, I'm 30 now. You know what I mean? But here's what I want to say to you as someone who is over 18. All that pressure that you've put on yourself thus far, how has that worked out for you? Right. So
I feel like it's like stunted me in certain ways.
Yeah. I wish I enjoyed my 20s more. I do. I really think you don't realize how young you are until you start to get older, and just how much time was wasted caring about things that really did not fucking matter. I honestly, the things I'm caring, like I'm very carefree now and like I'm just enjoying my life. Your 30s are way better. I didn't want to be 26 because I was like, 26, you're closer to 30 than you are to 20. That's it. Death is upon us.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's how I felt. But once 30 hit, somewhere between like 30 to 31 or maybe 30 to 32, somewhere between those ages is really where you feel very comfortable.
Yeah.
And you have a lot more fun.
Yeah.
I have way more fun in my 30s. I'm way more chill. I am so at peace. I am so like, fuck it, fuck you, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just, I do think it is something that comes with age and with life and stuff. I'm not someone who feels that like wisdom comes, you know, as you get older. I don't feel that way. I feel like wisdom comes with experiences. Yeah. But there are certain things that do come with age. And I think it's relaxation in your 30s. And I think it gets even more relaxing at 40s. And by relaxing, I mean not putting as much pressure on yourself, on your nervous system, on your body, on your psyche. Like I was always very sick. And, all sickness starts in the mind.
Yeah.
I was just constantly stressing myself out. And for what? I have nothing to show for my stress. I have nothing to show for my stress. Like, yes, there are things I've done and accomplished, mazel tov, right? But I for the amount of stress that I put myself through, all I have to show are hospital bills. Not worth it.
Yeah.
I really, like when I talk to, my friends and my cousins who were like in their 20s, I'm like, you can work all you want. You can have a goal and I hope that you reach it. But don't allow your life to end over it.
Yeah.
I didn't have a life in my 20s. I didn't have a life in my teens because I was on this, like, I have to be a pop star by 15.
Right. Yeah.
And then when 15 came and I wasn't a pop star, I'm like, I got 6 months left. And so it was just like, there was just a constant pressure for what?
Yeah. That's how I feel. I'm like, and just to add to that idea of pressure, how often does it happen that once we start crumbling under the pressure and we're just like, I can't care about this anymore. You let go and all of a sudden
everything starts happening.
Something starts walking into your life, and we were just saying this before the podcast started.
Yeah.
We were saying like, we feel this level of like something great is coming. We feel so light and hopeful and like, okay, we can feel that there's some sort of speed picking up. And then we're like, even though everything in our lives right now is going to shit. Like our personal lives right now are a mess. But we're like, we're living great, feeling free.
I do. I feel free. I feel fine. I also there's a sense of confidence I think that comes in your 30s that you don't have in your 20s. It's a very like, I know myself. I know myself and I know my worth. And I think in my teens and 20s, I didn't know my worth. And even my like earlier 30s, because it's still so early. It's still so early. But I didn't allow myself to be myself. I didn't love myself. I was trying to be what everybody else or what I thought other people wanted me to be. And I ended up hating myself. And I ended up hating them for that when that's not their fault, it's my fault. And so, like that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
That confidence that like you feel sure. And that confidence, just having confidence in yourself in general helps with just making any life choice.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's kind of something that I struggled with throughout the past decade is being decisive, knowing exactly what I want, and I feel like the older I get, like this year, I'm becoming extremely pinpointed on what it is that I want because I think that every time somebody would ask me in the past, I'm like, well, I want this, but I also want this, and I also want to do this. And it's okay to have desires for all these things, but it's like, what do you truly at your core want? And I think I'm approaching really the core and depths of these thoughts because I am getting married and because I'm seeing how opinionated people are. And I'm like, what am I doing? Serving people right now.
That too.
And then I'm like, if nobody was involved in my wedding,
right,
what would I like?
Right.
And I'm like, wow, I never realized how much of my decision-making, I mean, I'm a very strong personality. I'm a very strong person. I like what I like, but there's aspects of who I am, of my character that are very dependent upon how I can make others happy. And I've realized I'm spending so much time altering what I want because I would rather bypass other people's emotions. And I'm like, but I'm bypassing my own by trying to avoid their feelings. I don't need, they can have their feelings. I don't need to have those affect me. And at this point, I think with everything going on in my personal life and things that I'm really deciphering and stuff like that, I am seeing just how much of my life I've lived for other people, as confident as I am and as strong as I am and as headstrong and stubborn I can be. There are still pieces of me that have been dependent upon deciding based on other factors of other people. And
their validation,
their judgment,
approval. I will tell you, caring about other people is what ruined my wedding morning. Because I didn't want someone to feel bad, because I wanted them to feel comfortable when this person made it their fucking priority to ruin my fucking day.
Yeah.
And then even afterwards, there was a time this person was coming to my house and I was preparing. And so I had asked my mom, just something about like food or something. And I was like, if you're making this, what do you do it with? Or da-da-da. And my mom's like, I don't get you.
Yeah.
She's like, why are you going out of your way for someone who wouldn't piss on you if you were on fucking fire?
Yeah.
She's like, you still have PTSD from your wedding morning. And you're still like, let me make sure that this person and da-da-da-da. Why? Because I don't want this person to talk shit. They do talk shit. What do you mean? They're going to talk shit regardless. That was my problem with my ex-friend, Tanya Harding. I'm like, oh, I don't want them to talk shit. They're already talking shit.
Right.
Fuck it.
You just have to let them rock. Because what are you going to try to change their opinion? For what? Do you want to be friends with them? No. Do you want that? Like, there's nothing you can do. And it doesn't, like you said, stress does nothing for you. It does nothing for you. What am I going to stress about? I can't be attached to other people's thoughts and feelings because you can't control other people's thoughts and feelings.
You can't.
I feel like, especially in your 20s, it's such a, people always say that the hardest years in people's lives are like high school years, 14 to 18. And I could not disagree more.
Really?
I disagree. Because you know why? In high school and in school, you have structure. You can rely on that structure and everything else revolves around that structure. Once you leave, now your life is dependent upon whatever structure you yourself build. And that has more to do with who you are as an individual and the type of individual that you want to be, because you don't have anything to wake up for at 7 a.m. anymore. Now you can either allow yourself to sleep in till 2, 3 a.m. and get nothing done, or 2, 3 in the afternoon and feel lazy and feel sluggish and chase your day, or you have to choose to have self-discipline and to do that for you.
Okay.
And I feel like the ages 18 to 22 are more developmental.
I can agree with that.
More developmental than 14 to 18. I think for different reasons, both are very highly effective. But I think in terms of who you are as an adult in your adulthood, a lot of it, of what you choose to do with the aftermath of those high school years, I think is so important. And when that leads into your 20s, you really start to feel like you have to heal from all of these things that just happened. I feel like the entire of your 20s or the entirety of my 20s, I've been just like deciphering my childhood. Even like this past week, I'm like, oh, I was like that as a child because of this. And it helped me release shame.
Yeah.
But I had all of this pressure to feel like I have to get stuff done quickly and I have to be the most successful and I have to be the biggest this and the biggest that and the biggest this. And I'll never forget what somebody said to me as a teenager, and I want to share it because I really think it will help people. My lacrosse coach said this to me, and it carries over for everything. Never sacrifice your form for speed.
Okay.
So
That's very deep.
So
very
on
deep.
the lacrosse field, there, when you're whatever
No,
it is that we're doing.
I don't know sports.
Sorry. Sorry, I was just a state champion or whatever. But on the lacrosse field, the way that you're defending somebody or whatever, just because you want to do something fast, if you're not doing it in the correct form, it doesn't matter how fast you're going, it's going to get screwed up. Whether it's your form of defending somebody or your form of shot or pass or whatever. And I remember her saying, like, at the end of practice, she was like, don't sacrifice form for speed goes for everything in your life. She was a very enlightened woman. She still is, Sherry Campbell. But I always thought about that. And I think I had messaged it to her a couple of years ago on Facebook, where there's been moments where, because I want to get things done fast, you want to get things done fast in your 20s because, we just have to do it. We have to do it. I want to be, I want to be on the Forbes 30 before 30. I want to do,
Oh, yeah.
But then you start skipping over important steps. You start stepping over people that you have good relationships with, and you start skipping stuff that is necessary to have a good base. You're sacrificing form for speed. And it's never, ever going to turn out the way you want if you do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had people who I thought I was really close with. I had this guy who I used to do events with when I was in my early 20s. And I could tell that he was really struggling because he started to treat me badly. And he started to kind of screw me over in ways where I'm like, I know this guy's a good guy, but I can tell he's struggling either financially or whatever, where he is sacrificing his own morals for the sake of getting something done. And I think that didn't pay off in the long run. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. These things.
That's a very, very, very good quote to take into your week this week.
Yeah. Don't sacrifice form for speed. You could use it in any situation.
Yeah.
Any situation. What's your favorite thing, would you say, about being in your 30s?
Well, I'm not in my 30s.
Oh, right.
So
about being in
your
your
idea what are you talking about.
About being in your late teens.
Yes. I love the freedom in my 30s. I feel more free mentally. I feel more free financially. I feel more free even when it comes to health. I feel like I was so rigid with my diet because I was a ballerina most of my life. So I was very like, I mean, there's still things now where like, like I don't eat meat. I don't eat like seafood, et cetera, et cetera. But I do eat a lot of bread in case you couldn't tell. But I just, it's weird because, they say like, oh, like as you get older, like your metabolism gets slower and that may be true, but I'm not going to put that pressure on myself. No. I'm actually, if I want the Cinnabon, I'm going to fucking have the fucking Cinnabon. Yeah. And you know what? I have Cinnabon money now.
I have Cinnabon money.
Yeah, I was like, I can get the Cinnabon.
But also, how many times do we see people that like their glow up like hits like in their 30s?
I'm telling you right now, and honestly, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I just have this feeling, just in me, that when I'm 40, that glow up is going to be nuts.
Yeah,
I've been saying. The other thing is like my mom's photos. My mom between like her late 30s to like mid 40s is like
insane. Yeah, my mom too. My mom was like eating,
bro.
My mom would come home from the Delta Airlines where she would work stockings, heels, skirt, body tee.
Come on.
Hair was like a deep eggplant black, like just deep olive skin. I was like, oh my God. Like that's how I envision my mom. When people tell me what my mom looks like, I describe that version of her. When she was 44 years old, I'll never forget. I was like, what the my mom looks so cool.
My legacy is having a hot mom.
Yeah.
So there's also that. Like there was a girl who used to stay with me after school. And I remember I had hit her up because like I found her on like Facebook and I was like, I don't know if you remember me and blah, blah. She was like, oh my God, yeah, Kat with the long pigtails and the really hot mom. I was like, that's my legacy, pigtails and a hot mom.
And did she lie?
She didn't.
She didn't lie.
Yeah.
See? Yeah. And I get to look forward to being a hot mom.
Yeah,
it's my goal.
I think a lot of it, There's a girl I saw on TikTok who she posted a really cute fit. And she's like, this is how I plan to dress when I'm a mom. Like, I really want to be like a hot mom. And those nasty comments of bitter bitches.
Yeah.
Saying, you just wait. You're going to be in sweatpants and you're going to be this. Da, 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 da. Hey, my mom was a single mom. Okay? So she had less time than some of you bitches. Okay? I have never seen my mom with her hair out of place, with her nails undone. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. Okay? My mom has always been chef's fucking kiss.
Mm-hmm. I think that's something our moms really have in common.
With little to no help.
Yeah.
And here's what I want to say about that. It is important that your kid sees that, not in a superficial way, but so they see you taking care of yourself.
Yes.
You have to take care of yourself.
We're teaching kids that your self-impression is just as important, or I would argue more important than your own internal resume character criteria is so important. Showing that you have good hygiene, that you make an effort for yourself looks so good to anybody that you're asking for a job, asking for an opportunity, want to collaborate with, want to have a relationship with. Yeah. You know what I mean? In every, have a friendship with.
Exactly.
In every aspect of your life, it is so important to learn that from your parents. And it really shows. Like, really, really shows.
My mom,
that's one of the greatest things.
Up at 5, shower. She's already made me breakfast and lunch. She made herself a lunch and she cleaned up the kitchen already. It's 6:15. I'm not even awake yet. And then she's got to spend an hour trying to get me up because, you know, I'm not trying to wake up. Okay. Then I have to shower. I don't want to shower, okay? Because I'm a little girl and I want to be nasty. I don't want to do that, you know?
Yeah, why did we hate showers?
I don't know. My kids hate bathing. And my mom's like, look at me. I'm already showered, bitch. Get your fucking life together. But if I had a mom who was sloppy, I'd be like, well, I don't need to because look at her. Please. Please.
My mom used to come and pick us up or used to like, first of all, she would be waking up at 3 a.m. every morning to go to work. And then when we would go, my dad would get us ready for school, whatever. I have something to say about that after. Okay. But my mom after school, like me and Brian, we would be in like, he would be in football practice. I would be in cheerleading practice. And then I would have to go to dance and he would have to go to tutoring. And my mom is driving us around while my dad is at work. And she's still dressed in the same outfit that she put on at 4 a.m. And she looked pristine. Looked pristine. Stockings, heels, and all. She looked great.
Perfume, everything.
And we would stop off at the gas station and the guys pumping the gas would be hitting on my mom.
Of course.
And I'm like, my mom was... It's just that feeling of looking at like our moms and being like, they're fabulous women. Yeah. And being like, I want to be a fabulous woman too. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean obviously dressing up, whatever, but in whatever context that means for you being fabulous, do that. I think that's also what I'm thinking about too with my 30s. I'm like, I'm getting more and more fabulous.
Oh, honey.
I feel that way. I look back, I gave away some of my clothes from my 20s, like my staples. Staples.
Okay, wait, but why though?
Because my style is elevating.
Okay.
Not in a bad way.
Okay.
But in a way where I'm like, I feel like these had a great run and it's time for somebody else.
Okay.
Enjoy.
I can appreciate it.
Because they were great pieces.
I have clothes I've had since high school.
Oh no, there's still stuff that I have.
I'm not giving them away.
Like I'll rework them.
Okay.
But there was some things where I was like, I don't know if I love these colors anymore.
I get that.
You know? And it was, and but I had that thought of like, am I getting simpler? And then I was like, no, I'm not getting simpler.
You're getting more interesting.
Yeah. I'm like, I was like, my taste is elevating because a lot of the clothes also were very cheap. And I'm like, I still want outlandish, amazing style, but like I want to be.
We need a better quality.
Yes.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm still going to be, when I have millions of dollars and all of the things, I'm still going to be wearing crazy ass stuff. All the good stuff.
Have you seen the women on the Upper East Side?
Oh, incredible.
They don't hold back.
Incredible.
They don't hold back.
Incredible. I saw, where were we the other day? I saw this unbelievable jacket. I was like, oh, so great. It was just like all these colors.
Great at that. Well, one, Iris Apfel, may she rest in peace. But a current day, more younger version of her that she reminds me of is Oretta. Have you ever seen her? She does the most insane outfits that just would look like shit on anybody else. But because she has that confidence and she knows her fits, she's really that fucking bitch.
Oretta?
Aureta.
Oh,
Listen.
I know who this is.
It's just the most fabulous thing. And to me, I find her so inspiring. I'm never going to wear the outfits that she wears, mostly because I can't pull it off. But let me tell you something, if I could fucking pull it off, I'd fucking wear it.
I also think like people have this idea that if you're going to wear weird clothes that you have to be like partially ugly.
Who has to be partially ugly?
I feel like people have this idea that if you're wearing all of these weird stuff, in order for you to pull it off, you can't be glamorous as well. You can't be like a hot, an on-the-nose sexy woman. This is like an on-the-nose sexy woman.
Hot. She's hot.
She's sexy and like is wearing all this stuff. That's why I think people always felt, not to cut you off, people always felt like some of what Kim Kardashian was wearing like didn't make sense because she's such an on-the-nose gorgeous woman that they're like, this doesn't work. Like the people that wear this have to be weirder, you know? But I'm like, that's
hardly ever liked an outfit that Kim Kardashian has worn.
Hardly ever liked.
Mm-hmm.
I
always love that face card, Kimmy. Kimmy, that face card has never declined before surgery, during surgery, after surgery. It's just God. Have you seen her 8th grade picture?
Yeah, she looks more like her 8th grade self now.
She does.
She went through that stint of like having a weird lip flip from like I want to say like 2016 to 2018.
I know exactly.
And I was like, why does she look like that?
I'm like, who looks like that in 8th? Do you know what I look like in 8th grade? Not that, Kimberly. But wow. I mean, just she's always been very, very pretty.
Yes.
Do I care for her fits? No, but you know what? Sometimes this is just a thing. Not everyone's meant to be a fashion girly. And you know, the unattractive face with the fashion thing that you were talking about, that's what Iris Apfel spoke about. She said when she was young, she went into like a Loehmann's or something, and the girl working there told her that she was ugly, but that she could pull off really great outfits. And so she did. And also,
a win is a win.
Fran Drescher, a fashion icon, and that face.
Oh,
what a face.
What a face.
What a face.
The cheekbones.
Oh,
the
eyebrows.
hair,
everything.
Yep.
She's always been stunning.
Yeah.
And the outfits were interesting. They were fun. And quite frankly, they looked 10 times better on Fran than they did on the models on the runway.
100%. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, I want more people to go deeper on their style. That's like a thing that I want to push others to go.
I'm starting to realize people are moving out of the sad beige era.
God bless.
Thank God.
God bless.
Because everyone's like, let's do a Ralph Lauren Christmas. I'm like, you mean a regular Christmas?
Yeah, right.
You mean
an American Christmas?
You mean red and green? Yeah,
right.
Sure.
What the fuck are you talking about? Let's do a Ralph Lauren Christmas. Like,
yeah.
Oh,
plaids. Yeah.
Plaids.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, because my house is gonna always be. It's never been a beige Christmas here. Let me tell you.
I will never have a minimalist. I think it makes me sad when people like have a Christmas tree and all of the ornaments, the tree itself, the ribbon, the walls, the decorations, everything is like the same muted tone of either like a pastel pink or a pastel blue or a pastel gold. I'm like, the kids are sad.
They are.
The kids are sad.
And the wrapping paper.
And the wrap. Oh my God. I feel like I'm in a fun house. People pay to go into that source of insanity.
Let's have some fun with the wrapping paper. I mean, we do 3 trees around the house. We have the big tree that I do in like a pink and gold kind of thing. And then we have our other tree that's like our special tree.
Oh, yes. I know you guys do this. Yes.
With like the random ornaments. The fun ornaments. And then we add like 1 per year.
Yeah.
And then we have like a very, very tiny tree from like when we first moved in the house and we didn't like have anything yet. And I bought this like $20 tree. And so I'm like, I'm never throwing that tree out.
Yeah.
It's like special. But Yeah, but you see, you've been here.
Yes.
I do each room or each like
it's
section.
festive in here, though. It's festive.
Yeah, it has like a little theme. Please, we're not doing beige nothing.
Oh my God. If I'm like, that's so sad to me. And then they'll get like the kids like beige toys. That's why I'm like, I really think Kanye designed I'm talking about Kim Kardashian. He really designed their house as an insane asylum.
It looked like
he was
that.
like, they want to throw me in there. I'm just going to build my own. Like, it is scary to look at.
But also, it's not good for your psyche. And it's really not good for children. It's like, I worked with kids for 20 years. Relax, math is hard. I worked with kids for 20 years. But they need color. Like, literally, they need color. But I think as human beings, we need color.
Yeah.
You know, this was like maybe, I don't know, it was a long time ago. I remember someone was talking to me about why I felt sad in the wintertime. And she was like, look at you. It's wintertime, you're wearing all black. You dyed your hair black and your nails are black. She said, dye your hair a lighter color.
Right.
Put fucking pink on your fucking nails. Wear a color.
Right. Right.
She said there has to be a sense of balance.
Yes.
So now I wear brighter colors in the winter and darker colors in the summer just to give it a little bit of balance. And
I think that's good.
Energetically, it feels better. But yeah, I think when it's too much of something, oh, that's a Spice Girls song. Too much of something is, we might get sued if I sing too much of it. I don't know. But yeah, we need color. We need adventure. I'm so tired of being bored or people acting like I'm weird because I want to have a good time.
No, bring back maximalism.
Yeah.
Bring back all of it.
Oh, for
I'm
sure.
so done with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
done with it.
Okay, we have a little nightcap.
Welcome to Nightcap.
We have a little nightcap for you. Okay, nightcap is going to be little quotes or affirmations that we give you to go into your week with. Today's is, I forgive myself for not knowing then what I know now. And you know what? When we were talking about, you know, the pressure of like entering your 30s or what have you, that's part of it.
Yes.
So I also have to let go of all the things I didn't know in my 20s that I know now. And when I hit my 40s in like a week or two, I'm also going to have to forgive myself for things in my 30s. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's part of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that that's a big part of like everyone's healing journey for sure.
Yes.
As like even on my way over here today, I'm like thinking, or I was thinking about a video that I saw of myself as a child and like how I always kind of wanted to be in the middle, be the center of attention, and like was kind of willing to step on other people's toes to be in the center of attention. And but I
so crazy because you're not like that now.
I'm not like that. And so, but I felt such shame looking at like this video of myself as a child where I was like so bright eyed and I had all this idea, but I was like, oh my God, I don't think that if I met myself as a child, I don't know if I would like me as a child. And I said that to my mom and she was just like, Diana, you were a wonderful child. She's like, but you liked the things you liked. She was like, yeah, but we knew you liked to be the center of attention. That was one of the things as like parents that we liked. And something that I discovered a few days ago was there was a reason why I was like that. The way my family life was, the way that my house was, the way that I was living and the environment I was in a lot of ways, I think made me feel really unheard and like neglected in a way. Not neglected in terms of being clothed and fed and all this stuff.
You wanted to feel seen.
Yeah. And then that was my way of like, I was like trying to get people to see me. And so I'm like, I have to forgive myself, like my childhood self, for not knowing what I know now, which I was like, oh God, that brings me so much peace.
But here's the thing. If we didn't have the same situation as kids, but I also felt not seen and not heard. And that's why I became the loud, like, show pony that I became. And I think that's most artists.
Yeah.
So I think if you did feel seen, maybe you wouldn't be the superstar you are now. And I know that sounds crazy, but I think even our pain is really important to our journey and who we become. And I think we spend a lot of time trying to forgive other people for hurting us. I've stopped doing that. I'm working on forgiving myself.
Yes.
I forgive myself for allowing it. I forgive myself for not knowing. I also, like, if little kid me met me now, she'd fucking hate me.
Really?
Oh, my younger self would not like me.
Why?
I am way too laid back now.
Interesting.
I am way too laid back. Younger me would be like, first of all, what do you mean you're this age and you haven't done this, and this?
But I think in a way, though, because there's so many pieces of you that are healed from that version of your younger self, your younger self might be really appreciative of it.
Yeah.
I feel that way. Because I feel like we say this now and like a big deal of, we're always like trying to, I think for artists, fulfill the dreams of who we were as kids, because then it feels like we're betraying ourselves. I think that's what a lot of people go through when they let go of their goals. They feel like they're betraying their younger selves and they give into, logically I should do this, or what, this is my plan B or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think it's almost as if we can't judge our younger selves for also not knowing what is available to us now, like my younger self might have qualms with me now or who I am or what I've done, but she probably doesn't understand she wouldn't understand the circumstances of being an adult.
It's so true.
And I think sometimes, like, my younger self probably would be not disappointed with where I'm at, but be like, oh, I thought it would be different. But in terms of the person I am, I feel like my younger self would be like, oh, we're badass. We're cool. We're badass. Okay. Oh, we do this now? Cool. Oh, you stick up to this person now? Cool.
See,
look at things like that.
But that's the thing I think my younger self wouldn't like.
Really?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, even in just the years of knowing you, I feel like you've grown in so many ways in your personal self in such a stronger way.
I have.
Like that's these are huge accomplishments.
I absolutely love me now, but I just know younger me was just so self-loathing. And so, like, my mom is a very by the book person, and I think I've turned into a by the book person. Whereas younger me was like, absolutely not.
Rebelled against it.
We're breaking all the fucking rules. And not in like a bad way, but like when I've been this height since I was 10, right? Like I'm 5'4", and which is like an average height, but at 10 years old, you're a fucking giraffe. You know what I mean? And I got called that. And so I'm like, I'm taller than the boys. I'm way too tall. Like everybody makes fun of me. Like I can't do anything about my height. And so like I felt shitty about it. And I told my mom that I wanted to become a model. And my mom was like, after high school. And I'm like, I'm sorry, lady. I don't think you're fucking hearing me. Today. I need to be a supermodel today because the kids are being mean and I need them to stop being fucking mean. Okay? And my mom was just like, after high school. She's like, once you graduate, you can do whatever you want. And I'm like, lady, no. We're making this fucking happen. So I ended up calling Ford models myself.
Wow.
And I was like, hey, I'm 10 years old. I got big curly hair. I'm 5'4". I'd like to be the next Tyra Banks. Thank you. And they were like, great, come in with your mom or dad. And I was like, fucking shit. And I got to include my mom in this. But when I went to tell my mom, she was so impressed.
Wow.
That I took the initiative to do it myself, that we went. And she's never regretted it because I have no college debt.
Yeah, period.
Yeah.
So why would you even?
Right. It worked out. But I had balls as a kid.
Yeah.
And me now is like, no.
You know what? I kind of relate to that a little bit. Hearing you say it like that makes more sense. I feel similar.
Yeah.
Where sometimes I feel that currently about who I was in my 20s, where in my 20s I felt like, was I more hungry then? Like
some years ago on like Twitter or X or whatever, I had said that I believe that being a creative is a trauma response. And that maybe once you're healed, you don't feel as artistic anymore.
Oh.
And I find myself becoming less and less creative the more I heal. And I think that's part of it. And I shouldn't say less creative, but I am just not as motivated to be an artist anymore because I don't have the same feelings I had when I wanted to be an artist. I was very like, I need to prove people wrong. I need people to know I'm fucking incredible and I'm this and I'm kind of in this place of like, but I know I'm fucking incredible. And quite frankly, bitch, so do you. That's why you were talking shit, because you knew that I was fucking incredible. But I'm really in like I actually don't need to prove myself. And I had a great time. And if I choose to put more songs out, it's going to be because I was bored and I was just having fun. It's not going to be the same energy as like I need to be, you know, the next Britney Spears. I'm just not in that headspace. And I find that the less pressure I put on myself and the more peace I find within myself and within my own life is the less I give a fuck about making art. And when I do make art, it's for me and not to prove myself to anybody.
I very much relate to that, where I was like, where at one point my mother would ask me like, I feel like you don't write any like happy songs. And I'm like, because I'm a happy person.
Oh,
I was like, I'm a happy person and all my pain needs to go someplace. If I didn't put like what I was feeling into my craft, then I would be an unhappy person, but I'm a happy person.
I feel this.
And, you know, as I like you said, started to heal, it became a little bit more difficult for me to write about certain things. But I will say on the other side of that, when I put out my Project Addicts, I knew I had to put that super, super emotional record out and like just project out because I felt like I was blocking my ability to make things that weren't as emotional. I was blocking my ability to make songs on the fly for this opportunity, this sync opportunity, this producer, this dance record, this, because I was like, everything needs to mean something so deep. And it's like, everything does, but it doesn't need to mean all the deep shit to you. Sometimes it means deep stuff to somebody else. So sometimes I realized like getting through and healing through stuff, yes, it's made me approach my own craft differently, but it's also kind of opened up opportunity for me to not feel so hyper connected to every single thing I do. Because in the past, I felt like every single line needs to have a this and a this and a this.
It's got to be super deep and people need to be able to read into it. And I know the feeling.
and there's a piece of me now where, well, over the past, you know, year or something, I've been approaching my craft differently because of exactly what you're saying, where I'm like, I don't feel the same. I thought it was I didn't feel the same hunger, but I'm realizing I feel the same hunger, but I'm approaching it differently based on different things. But now I would invite you to reframe in this way.
Okay.
How much more authentic work do you think that you're getting done with people in your personal circle as opposed to trying to go out and find somebody to give you a shot?
Way more.
That's what I feel like is more valuable.
Way more.
Where I'm like, I'm working close-knit with my friends that are all successful in their fields. They're not hyper successful, huge, but everybody's successful in their fields. They're consistent in their craft and consistent in their fields, that everybody's working together in all of these different links around the scope of art and entertainment.
I'm also not willing to work with just anyone anymore.
And that's what I'm saying, where it's like,
you're absolutely right. I needed to shift my perspective.
It's not that you're lazy, it's that you're choosier.
Yeah.
You're more decisive and more protective of your craft because you know how good you are.
Yeah.
That is kind of what's helped me, where I'm like, I need to be going out to events every night. And then I'm like, no, I don't. I get invited to events now, bitch. And I choose the ones I get to go to.
Right.
And I'm like, and every once in a while, I'm like, yeah, let me go out and socialize, and that's good. But I get to choose now.
No, it's so true.
Yeah. And I feel like my conversations are at a higher level of quality.
Yeah.
The stuff I work on isn't just let's work on something and then never hear about it again, never do anything about it again. Everything is intentional. Everything's more intentional, which is
This is so true.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Shift in my brain.
Yeah.
I needed that.
Yeah.
But you know what you were saying earlier about like the darker parts of our history that we need to like let out. Yeah, it's why me and Yolanda, an ex-friend's alias, why we stopped being friends 2022, I think it was, but I just wrote a song about her in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll probably put it out in 2026. And it's funny because when I put out Now You Got a Song About You about Tanya Harding, the other alias of a friend, Yolanda made a comment like, oh, like if you wrote a song about me, I'd feel the way.
Why would I ever write a song about you?
But here's the thing. See, I don't think Tanya felt any kind of way about that song. I'm 99.9% sure, one, she heard it, and two, she knows that it's about her, right? I don't think she would feel a way because she's also a creative. And she knows that when you're feeling pain, you need to put it into
something.
Your art. Yeah. The thing is, and I want to say this about people who get upset when like people write songs about them or write books about them or make movies about them and da-da-da. But also, if people didn't write songs about people, we wouldn't have any songs.
That's true.
We wouldn't have books. We wouldn't have movies. Like, these are people's real lives. And they're telling us their real life. I'm not telling you Tanya's business, and I very well could. But I'm not enough of a piece of shit. You know what I mean? She has to make things up. I can just tell you the truth, and it's going to beat out all the rumors.
Mm-hmm.
However, my point is that these stories that people tell, it's their lives. Right. So when I'm writing a song about how somebody made me feel, it's a subjective perspective. And it's my life, and it's my story. And for a moment in time, you were part of that story.
Right.
You're not the whole story, but you're going to be a part of this 3-minute fucking song real quick.
Right.
Because you pissed me off.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that's important. It's important. Keep pissing us off so we can write more songs.
Yeah, keep getting under our skin, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I have trouble writing love songs.
Really?
Oh, I have the hardest time.
Mm-hmm. Well,
writing love songs. And every time I write a love song, the love song I write is like, I kind of like you, but like I have no intention of telling you. I've written like 4 of them. Like they're just, it's the same theme.
I go through the same thing though, about the same theme. I always make it a song about how like, women like knowing their worth over their man. I try to make it a love song and then it just turns into like, I don't need him.
Yeah.
I don't need anyone.
And yet we're like super in love.
Super in love. Yeah. Both in really great, healthy relationships.
With these guys. It's so strange.
Just goes to show sometimes you just gotta put a pen to paper.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
Oh my gosh. We did first episode season 2.
I'm very excited. Welcome to season 2. And I'm excited for whatever it is we have planned. I'm excited to yip and to yap and to chit and to chat.
And to welcome more listeners and viewers to listen to us chit and chat, yip and yap.
And chime in, comment, whatever. You could be nice. You could be a dick. Maybe you'll get a reply. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Maybe you'll lose your hair. I don't know, Try to be nice. But, welcome.
Welcome. And next week we'll be hopefully introducing a new segment called Group Chat where we answer your comments or just reply to any crazy things that have been said on our social media pages. And yeah, we'll take it from there.
Absolutely.
Remember to like, share, and follow on all platforms, Spotify, any other podcast listening app. We are there. And follow us as well on all platforms, our personal pages, Diana Badea Music.
I'm Kat Capone with a K.
And follow us TikTok, social media, Instagram, all the above.
Love you guys.
Love you guys till then. This has been the Slumber Party. Bye.